Welcome all Star Wars fans, and I'm glad you made it here because this is The Way. I am Master E, and today we will be talking about what Jedi is truly the strongest. So when we think about the strongest Jedi, we first of all we think about Luke Skywalker after Episode 6. He's said to be the most powerful Jedi. And we think of maybe Master Yoda, his wisdom, Mace Windu with his lightsaber. We think of Anakin, Darth Vader, and his powers. But when we're thinking about every single part of being a Jedi, one Jedi stands alone, and I'll explain it. My personal belief is that Obi-Wan Kenobi is easily the strongest Jedi that we have seen in canon, and I'll explain this. First off, let's start with the dueling aspect. No, he is not the most powerful Jedi when it comes to just his lightsaber skills. His dueling skills, there's multiple Jedi that are better than him, and he has been bested multiple times. But they were still quite strong. I mean, they defeated Anakin on Mustafar. Anakin was one of the most powerful Jedi and one of the great duelists. He also defeated General Grievous, who defeated so many Jedi. He made Jedi look like nothing, and Obi-Wan defeated him. So duelist, he is not the best, but he is one of the best. Two, when it comes to natural just use of the Force, he also, when we see that one instance of just his like force push against Anakin, they were quite even. They were both very strong with the Force. I wouldn't say he is the most powerful with the Force. Yoda would probably be when it comes to just Force using, and Luke too. Luke is always in the conversation when we come to, he's probably with duelists too, but we don't really see that as much. But Yoda would probably be when we come to just natural Force usage. We'd probably go Yoda over Obi-Wan, but Obi-Wan is still up there. And then we come to an aspect where I'm really pulling a lot of this why Obi-Wan from is how Jedi handle their emotions is very, very important to the Jedi. If you read about the older time before the prequels, you hear a lot about Jedi that are turned and go into the dark side when it comes to either them finding about old Sith relics and discovering them and wanting to know more about the dark side, and just hearing about all this power and being selfish and stuff. Being selfish and whatnot, but being emotionally capable of dealing with things is also very tough. You see Anakin having to deal with Padme and wanting to save her. That his emotions for her drew him to the dark side. That's why he went to the dark side with Sidious, because he was going to find out how to save Padme. But when we look at Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he's probably, from what we know in canon, gone through more than any other Jedi has. I mean, let's just look at the loss of people in his life that were very close to him. First off, Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, he loses his master, Qui-Gon Jinn. He literally sees him get stabbed, and he can do nothing. He's behind that little wall, and he can do nothing. He just watches master get stabbed and die. That has to be so hard. That he trained him from when he was a young boy. Obviously, Jedi are supposed to stay away from attachments, but you are close to your master and Padawan alike. You're going to be close with them, and seeing that person die is a lot to take on. Number two, he loses Satine, and this is where it kind of gets maybe a flaw of Obi-Wan, because he did have an attachment to Satine more than just like a fellow Jedi. But just seeing Darth Maul kill her had to be one of the toughest things that has ever happened in Star Wars canon that anyone had to go through. Like, he's a prisoner, he can't do anything to protect her, and he just watches Darth Maul kill her. That must have been the worst for him. He even, earlier in the Clone Wars, he offered to have left the Jedi Order to be with Satine, so obviously she meant so much to him. And then a lot of people can say this is a flaw of Obi-Wan, but we see attachment issues all the time in the Jedi, and it's just how you deal with it. And he deals with it better than anyone else. because he loses all of these people that are close to him, but he still remains true to the Jedi Order and the light side of the Force. And then finally, in Revenge of the Sith, obviously, he has to destroy his Padawan, his best friend, his brother, Anakin Skywalker. And just the fact of he literally found Anakin when he was a young boy, about 9 years old, and they had been together through all this time, literally doing everything together, training, just everything. They were together. And he had to take that attachment that he had with him and put it to the side and destroy him because he had turned evil. And not just the fact of taking him down, but watching a brother turn evil. Obi-Wan had been by Anakin's side through Anakin's most of his entire life, and he watches him turn evil. That just has to be so hard, and then obviously just destroying that evil. Obi-Wan has gone through so much and still remained true to the light side. He's one of the greatest duelists of all Jedi, and his powers with the Force are also one of the greats. So that's why I would say Obi-Wan is the strongest, if not one of the strongest Jedi that we have ever seen in canon. Obviously, when it comes to mind strongest Jedi, we think Luke and Yoda, but I think Obi-Wan needs more respect on his name because I do believe that he is one of, if not the strongest Jedi that we have seen in canon. What are your thoughts on the subject? Who do you think the strongest Jedi is, and why? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you.